What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on BBBY stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we caught this movement to the upside that brought us about 50% of potential profit. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and as you can see right here, we have massive news that was the reason why this asset is losing its momentum on the pre-market trading. As you can see, it already lost about 46% of its value and now it is in the recovery mode. So I have to say that this company just files a chapter 11 and it is not the good sign from the bull side. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point and I've told you that we caught this bounce to the upside, and definitely our entry point wasn't the perfect one. I've told you that we might go higher from the $30 price point from this range, because we were establishing the lower lows on price section with the higher lows on RSI. But instead of see a bounce at 30 cents price point, we had this movement to the downside that hit even 23 cents and then we had this bounce to the upside. And definitely it was a very technical bounce, because let me show you on a bigger scale. If I switch to let's say daily time frame, as you can see, this asset has a very harsh movement to the downside, and I pulled the Fibonacci retracement tool from its swing high right before it started to go lower on March 30th and to its lowest point, and then we had these several levels. Definitely the most probable level of the bounce is 0.236 at the price point of roughly 37.5 cents. Next is 0.382 and the 0.5 at 53 cents. And as you can see, we hit exactly 0.5 level, and from here we have a very good rejection. So in my technical analysis I will show you why you had to rely on these two candles and what is the next potential sign. But for now let's continue with the news. First of all, let me show you the most recent news that was published just several minutes ago, and it says, let me quote it for you: Bed Bath & Beyond files for bankruptcy protection, secures $240 million debtor in possession financing. And let me quote you further. Bed Bath & Beyond said Sunday the company and certain of its subsidiaries filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in the US to wind down its business and execute sales of some or all of its assets. The voluntary petitions for relief under Chapter 11 of the US Bankruptcy Court were filed in the US Bankruptcy Court for the District of New Jersey. The company has received a commitment of about $240 million in debtor in possession financing from 6th Street Specialty Lending and expects the financing following court approval to provide liquidity to support operation during the Chapter 11 process. The company's 360 Bed Bath & Beyond and 120 BBBY stores and websites will remain open as the company begins to close retail locations. Bed Bath & Beyond has filed motions with the court seeking authority to market Bed Bath & Beyond and BBBY as a part of an auction. In the event of a sale, the company said it will pivot away from any store closing needed to implement a transaction. The company said it believes the dual path process will best maximize value. So it is definitely the worstest that might happen with the company, but it happens, and that is why we have to be very cautious with this type of companies that has some chances to file a bankruptcy. Let me show you how high their positions right now on the retail community websites. As you can see on stocktweets.com website, you can find it on the second place on the most active section, and on the second place on the watchers section. Let me show you, do we have it on the trending section? No, we don't have it. But On appwisdom.io, on the website that tracks the activity of Wall Street Bets community, we also have this ticker symbol on the first place. And usually it shows that the upcoming sessions will be extremely volatile for this asset. And it's not 100% guaranteed that we might see the movement to the upside. And this is the perfect example of this movement, because the increase in mentions drives the price, let me show you, drives the price of the asset lower. And what should we expect next? Let me show you that if you type in Google search bar what happens when company files Chapter 11, you can find this definition. A case filed under Chapter 11 on the United States Bankruptcy Code is frequently referred to as a reorganization bankruptcy. Usually, the debtor remains in possession, has the powers and duties of a trustee, may continue to operate its business, and may, with the court approval, borrow new money. And I think it is exactly the case of Bed Bath & Beyond. Let me show you that right here. The company expects the financing following court approval to provide liquidity to support operations during the Chapter 11 process. So, and this means this company still has some time to operate, and I have to say that there is no way out of this situation rather than the entire bankruptcy, and that is why I highly recommend you to not to enter any of your positions with this asset, because most likely it will go lower, and then all of the trades will be stopped on this ticker symbol. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, it is quite unusual to do a technical analysis on the asset that filed a bankruptcy, and I want to show you just several signs how you can handle and how you can define where this asset should go. So, on my previous video, as I've told you, we had a very good movement to the upside, and from the range of about 30 cents all the way up to this range. And right here I made my previous video on Bed Bath & Beyond. We potentially booked 50% of the profits. On top of that, at this very point I've told you that we have quite a harsh movement to the upside, and we have indicators on an overbought territory, and we had very good chances to see low price targets, but also I told you that we might hit even 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and it happened. It happened exactly as I predicted. We had this massive spike in its price to the upside in the middle of the April 19th session. And then we had this rejection, immediate rejection. And these two candles combined on a greater scale, let me switch to, for example, 3 hours time frame, has a very harsh, let me show you, very harsh and bearish candle. Despite of its green color, it is a shooting star, and with the volume that is much higher than any other volume on this, as you can see, on this asset, we can assume, and with rather high probability because of this volume, that this asset goes lower, and it happened. It happened exactly as in a textbook, and it even broke its previous swing low, and right now it is basically on a free fall. That's why I highly recommend you to keep an eye on fundamentals, especially when you are 100% technical trader, because with the news you will have more information, and you will have a broader picture of the entire asset, and that is how you can make better conclusions, and you can decide what should you do with this asset. So, and so far I have to say that I don't recommend you to do anything with this asset. Just stay aside from Bed Bath & Beyond, and that's it. If you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.